What does a U.S. championship mean to you?
It's getting more and more meaningful because I know the 800 in the United States is kind of just getting more and more competitive now that I have a training partner like Clayton Murphy. And this is my second one outdoor, and I've made 2 indoors, so I'm just kind of building up my resume and see how many I can get by the time I retire.
This year, I mean, it's going real well.
Yeah, no, this year's been a good year for me, and I think I'm kind of more hungry than I was last year because I was out all last year because of a nagging Achilles injury. So this year I'm finally back out there. I'm back there healthy, and I had a great indoor season, and I didn't want to be content with that. So I was like, I gotta keep pushing this and bring it outside. So I just kind of regrouped and everything, talked to my coach, and we got solid weeks of training in, and ended up with the U.S. title and hopefully more.
Well, the last time we were here, you had just turned pro, and you were getting ready for an Olympic trials.
Yeah.
How different is this Donavan Brazier from that Donavan Brazier?
I think I'm more mature than I was when I first left A&M after my first year of college. I think I just kind of more experience and things like that, and I'm with a training group out in Portland, the Oregon Project. So knowing I'm with a group that has such a rich history of like bringing back world and Olympic medals, it means a lot, and it just kind of makes me more confident when I step on the line.
So what have you learned from them?
Just be confident in what you do, and I believe when I'm wearing that Oregon Project jersey and I'm representing Nike and I'm representing this group that, you know, when I'm on the line and other group of athletes like us are on the line, that I'm the most well-prepared athlete there.
What do you wish that Donavan 3 years ago knew going into trials? Was he pretty naive?
Yeah, I was pretty naive, and I think I just put a lot of pressure on myself. I wish I just had more fun with it. You know, that's what track's all about. I had fun ever since I've been running on this track. So I think bringing that to professional stage, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have a little bit of fun.
Is there a point where confidence lacks for somebody who's been so fast and used to winning?
Yeah, I think I've kind of been fortunate enough to kind of every stage I've kind of got to, I've been able to succeed at. So ever since I've been running at Kenowa, I was winning state titles, and then once my first year A&M, I got a national title, and then my first year out professionally, I got a U.S. title. So it's kind of come easy, and then last year with that injury, it really humbled me, and it really made me regroup and just kind of think that, like, I really have to work for this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And so now you're a year away from the Olympics. I know there's a lot that needs to happen, but how much does Tokyo weigh on your mind?
Every single day. It's always in the back of your mind, you know? So every run that I take off, or every time I'm thinking, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm thinking about Tokyo, and I'm thinking about representing my country and representing Grand Rapids.
When you're in a race now, are you just smarter?
I would definitely say I'm more tactically sound than I was at A&M. I kind of had one way of racing. I was always front running from the gun, and now I've just been able to kind of go from the back and go from the front and just kind of be unpredictable in the way that I race.
And how important is that to be unpredictable?
It's very important, because I think whenever I was racing at A&M, and even my first couple years professionally, I would always take it out and everybody would just sit on me and just kind of wait and try to outkick me. But now when I'm stepping on the line, you know, I'm unpredictable and they don't know what I'm going to do.
Where do you get the kick? What gives you that kick?
I think it's a little bit of strength I've been doing. Adding a little bit more mileage to my legs, and yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of it just might be I want it. You know, I think I worked hard for it, and like I said before, I think I'm well prepared, and there's no reason I can't have it.
1982, the last time a U.S. athlete has won gold in the 800. Are you the one that breaks that streak?
I would like to think I'd be the one to break that streak. I think we've always kind of lacked the I don't even know if it's talent, but we just don't have the medal count to prove the 800s in the United States is a dominant event for us. But I think I wanted to create the United States to be like the 100, the 200, the 400, where every time there's an Olympic final or world final, people are looking out for the United States.
How many times has the devil on the other shoulder won out when you've said, I just don't feel like working out today?
I think that happens at least a few times a week, you know, and that's when you're not always going to be motivated. So when you're not always motivated, you just have to be disciplined.
And discipline comes from?
I think it's just, it's been built over time, you know. I think it just, track and field is a sport for me where I've done football, I've done basketball, and I love those sports too, but I see the results so quick for me in track and field. I see where when I'm busting out these workouts or I'm running harder, I'm doing certain things, I see the results almost instantaneously, you know, whereas in football or basketball, you might not see the results right away. But with track and field, what you put in is what you can get out.
What's that dream that you have, that you see, that nobody else does?
What I see, and I don't think I've kind of had the luxury of people always kind of believing in me. And, you know, I'm not the type of person that's trying to run for the people that say I can't do it. I'm trying to run for the people that say I can.
And the Olympic gold, is that realistic? Not too many people in the world can say it, but how realistic is an Olympic gold being draped over your neck?
I think it's within grasp for me. I think the Olympic gold is.
It's got to be difficult to say this without sounding arrogant.
Exactly, and that's what
But you've got to
Yeah.
let people know how much you believe in
Yeah,
yourself.
well, it's like what Bruce Lee said. It's like if I say I'm good or I say I'm fast, then you might say I'm boasting or things like that. But if I say that, you know, I'm fast or I'm not fast or I'm not good, then you just know I'm lying. Like, so it's like trying to get the balance between the two. But no, I have a confidence in myself that I try not to be arrogant with it, you know, because track will humble you real quick. You know what I mean? It's a really quick sport to get humbled in, and I try to get a balance between the confidence and the humbleness.